Hey everyone, my name is Forrest Burks. I am teaching your student most likely in either environmental science or the IB Environmental Systems and Societies course, year one. Let's take a look at some of the important information you might need to navigate this course with your child this year. So like I said, my name is Mr. Burks. My contact email is, pretty standard. fburks@marietta-city.k12.ga.us. This is going to be probably one of the best ways to get in touch with me for pretty much any reason, but I will share a couple other options for contact here in a moment. Before I get too involved, let me go ahead and throw it over to my co-teacher. If you have me for 2A, you'll actually have both me, myself, and Mr. Nicholas Estes.
Okay, so here is the information I have for Mr. Estes. Fortunately, I couldn't get him in my recording today, so we'll just pass along his information. So Nicholas Estes, this is for my second block, my 2A students. He is in there with me, knocking out some environmental knowledge. His email in estes@marietta-city.k12.ga.us listed here. He also has a direct line. Call or text him 404-855-1584. So if you need that support, he is there. He holds similar or same office hours as all of the teachers and on campus. So in the mornings from 7:30 to 8:30, afternoons 2 to 4:30. Again, using his Zoom link. His unique Zoom meeting ID is this number here, 779-8915-6107. With the password there. So you can use that to get in touch with him during office hours. And if for some reason you're struggling to get in with him, you can hop in during mine and I can help reconnect you to him. But that's there for you. He is actually, he's kind of a double dipper. He does math and science with me. So he's got a lot of algebra stuff. So I know a lot of you who are with me second block have him as a rock star in some other classes too. So a little bit contact for him. Here's him and his lovely family. And that's pretty much what you need to know for him. So yeah, all that information again right here. If you want to take a quick screen grab or take a picture of this screen real quick, you'll have that all in one area. All
right. So continuing on, just a quick little intro about myself. I'm a relatively new teacher. I graduated from KSU this past year with my master's in teaching. So I'm excited to be here at Marietta High School, my first year with the Blue Devils. So I'm excited to be here, that is for sure. I have a big expansive background in environmental education. So I'm finally excited to be able to bring it into the classroom, share my experience with your students. Was a University of Georgia graduate, go Dogs, where I studied wildlife biology and natural resource management. So definitely have a lot of exciting background knowledge to share as we move through the year. And I'm definitely not afraid to get dirty, so plenty of hands-on activities once we're able to make it back in person throughout the year. Quick little note about my schedule. Most teachers should have it set up the same way as far as office hours are concerned. So in the mornings, 7:30 to 8:30 before our first class at 9. I'm available using Zoom, and I'll show you guys how to access that link here in a moment. For students to drop by, ask any questions, get any help with any assignments or any confusing content, I'm here, I'm there, ready to go. Same thing in the afternoons after our last block, fourth block, from 2 to 4:30, I'm also available. Now, these are prioritized for student walk-ins. If you, as a parent or guardian, are interested in reaching out and having a Zoom meeting with me, I don't mind if you pop into these meetings. Obviously, these are prioritized for student time, but if I don't have anybody at the moment, I'm more than happy to have you walk in. Ideally, though, if you would email me using that email, fburks@marietta-city.k12.ga.us, I'd be more than happy to set up a meeting. That way we can kind of both go in aware of what the other might have in mind for the meeting. But if you just have a quick question and want to chat face-to-face, that is an option. Just be aware that students will have priority in that time. Otherwise, block-wise, I'm teaching pretty much all environmental science classes this year. So on A days, I have first, second, and third block environmental science. If you're in my second block, you're with myself and Mr. Estes. You get some double team action there. And then on B day, I have first block with environmental science. My third block is with the cohort for the IB Environmental Systems and Societies Year 1 class, and then fourth block wrapping it up with some more environmental science. But on our Schoology page, and for y'all, if you're ever looking for my office hour Zoom link, it's the same link on the homepage of your child's course, navigating to courses and then clicking on the individual environmental science or IB course. It's the first link for both pages. Click on that. It has the details for the meeting link as well as the password to access that course. All of your students' information for coursework will be under that Unit 1 or under the unit folders. Right now we're in Unit 1, so as we progress, you'll see more and more of these unit folders. Clicking on that will give them a day-by-day with each date for the class. So if they happen to miss a day or internet's being weird for a day or whatever reason, if they need to go back and review something, or if I've assigned something and they need the materials to complete an assignment, that's where they'll find it. So underneath that, that unit folder, they'll see it broken down by lesson. It'll say like lesson 1 and then have a date attached to that so they know exactly which day that lesson is referring to. On the right side, this is a good little quick reminder. You'll see any form of reminders or upcoming assignments that you might have, your student might have due. There's also a handy calendar feature that a lot of people overlook. So this button up here is great for organizing any assignments that your student might have. So might pass that tip along to them. I made sure they're aware of it, but always good for reminders there. So syllabus-wise, pretty straightforward for my environmental science course. We're splitting things up 60-40, as with all of the environmental science sections at Marietta High School. So 60% of that will go into formative assessments. That's a big word, pretty much just meaning our day-to-day sort of tasks, lower stakes sort of assessments, things that let me know how your student is doing, or knowledge checks. So that can be things like quizzes, classwork, homework, group assignments that we're doing during the day, during a class. Most things will fall into this category, and that'll account for 60% of your student's final grade. On the other end of things, we have the summative assessments. That is our big summarizing sort of tasks. So tests, labs, and projects that we might do this semester or this year, weighing 40% of your student's final grade combined. So that is for that. For my IB, Environmental Systems and Society students, we're doing a 50-50 split. So a little bit more weighted towards those summative assessments, so tests, labs, and projects. If anyone has any questions about how assignments are going in the gradebook or the way things are weighted, definitely reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer those sorts of questions or help figure out any issues with that. Otherwise, yeah, we've got some, I've got general contact information for y'all. This QR code will take you to a Google Doc that I have set up. So take a second, pause the video if you need to, take a picture of this, and that will take you to a Google Doc that will show you a couple of things. All right. So this Google Doc here will have, again, that email. So if you want to just have it available to copy paste, boom, right there, email. It also has that Zoom link as well as the passcode. So if your student is still having trouble finding that every day for some reason, that's it there in another format. Or for my office hours, if your student needs that same code, that's the same one on the Schoology page. And then I also do use Remind. This is a great app that you can use to get in contact with me. Pretty just quick short messages. Usually use this for kind of quick student reminders, say, hey, don't forget to do this assignment, or as just another means of getting information to students, but can also be used for y'all to get in touch with me. For my environmental science course students, it'll ask for a join code, and you'll just use @Burks EVS, @Burks EVS. For my IB students and parents, you can join at Burks ESS. So pretty similar with one letter difference. So environmental science EVS with a V. My IB ESS are Burks, ESS. So email and Remind are going to be great ways to get in touch with me. Students have also been great about messaging on Schoology, and I encourage that platform to be used, continue to be used for communication. And then also Zoom, if and when you have something you want to chat about, I'm always happy to hop on to a Zoom call, whether for just the voice chat or if you want to get a nice meet and greet. Since we are often cooped up nowadays, it'd be good to get some smiley faces every once in a while. I'm happy to do that as well. So here's that QR code again, and again, that'll take you to that document I just showed you with those contact information pieces there. So.
All right, and here is one more quick QR code before I am wrapped up here. And this is just a quick check-in link so that I can know that you stop by to view this video, and also gives you an opportunity to leave some contact information. I know you've probably given that just about any which way from here to Sunday, but just to quadruple check, make sure I have the best means of contacting you or other parents or guardians for your student, as well as an opportunity to just tell me about your student, anything I might need to know or that might help me help your student, especially in these weird times. So that goes to a just a short Google form asking for name, email, phone number, whatever you are able to provide there. All right.
Without further ado, like I said, if you ever have any questions, never hesitate to contact me. I may not have all the answers, but I'm certainly willing to help out. And if I don't have the answer, I'm definitely going to be willing to find someone who might. All right. So welcome to Marietta High School to my freshmen. Welcome back for another hopefully exciting year for our sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And I look forward to having you guys for the rest of the year. Have a great day.